19 trained men. One target, a plan to storm the palace, assassinate Captain Ibrahim Traoré, and throw Burkina Faso into chaos. But this wasn't just a power grab. It smelled of foreign hands, insurgent links, and betrayal from within. So who orchestrated it? Why was Traoré marked for elimination? And how deep does this conspiracy go? Let's find out. When security
Burkina Faso is once again in the headlines. Its young president, Ibrahim Traoré, has survived another deadly coup plot. One of 30 attempts on his life since he took power. 30 attempts. 30 failures. This is no ordinary story of politics. It is a clash of empires, resources, and ideas. A battle between the old order, foreign domination, and a new vision. Africa charting its own path. So tonight we dive deep. Who is Traoré? Why is he a target? And why does his survival shake the corridors of power far beyond Burkina Faso's borders? Ibrahim Traoré is just 36 years old. A soldier, not a career politician. A man who rose from humble beginnings, shaped by the memory of Thomas Sankara, Burkina Faso's revolutionary president of the 1980s. Sankara preached sovereignty, self-reliance, and dignity for Africa. But he was assassinated in 1987 in a coup widely believed to be backed by foreign powers. His death silenced a dream until Traoré revived it. In 2022, as Burkina Faso faced chaos from extremist violence and government corruption, Traoré led a coup of his own. But this was different. He wasn't seizing power for wealth or comfort. He promised to restore security, reclaim resources, and return power to the people. Unlike many African leaders, he rejected luxury. He appeared in military fatigues, living modestly, speaking directly, echoing Sankara's fiery words. And almost overnight, he became a symbol of hope. Fast forward to today. The latest coup plot was not random. It carried the fingerprints of foreign interference. Secret funding, coordination, promises of power. The objective? Remove Traoré permanently. Why? Because Burkina Faso is no ordinary state. Beneath its soil lies gold, manganese, and critical minerals that the world craves. Whoever controls these resources holds leverage in the 21st century economy. But when the plot unfolded, something unexpected happened. The people rose up. Crowds poured into the streets. They waved Burkinabe flags. They blocked roads. They chanted his name. Ordinary citizens became human shields against those who wanted their president gone. This was not just about defending a man. It was about defending an idea. Think about this. Traoré has faced 30 plots to kill or remove him. 30. Some were direct military attacks. Others involved infiltration, mercenaries, bribery. Some came from within his own circles. And yet every attempt collapsed. Is this survival just luck? Or is it something more? Many in Burkina Faso believe he is shielded by destiny, that Sankara's spirit lives on through him. Others argue that his real protection is the people themselves. Unlike many leaders, Traoré is not isolated in palaces. He walks among citizens. And when danger rises, it is the people who rise with him. That is a weapon no foreign power knows how to defeat. So who are these shadowy forces? First, there is France, Burkina Faso's former colonial ruler. For decades, French companies extracted resources, while French troops claimed to protect the Sahel. But under Traoré, French forces were expelled. Their bases closed. Their influence crumbled. Next, the United States. Washington fears Traoré's growing ties with Russia, ties that could shift the balance of power in the region. And then China. While not directly hostile, Beijing has its own interest, securing mineral contracts and infrastructure deals. Together, these powers watch Traoré carefully. Some offer carrots, loans, trade, partnerships. Others wield sticks, sanctions, destabilization, plots. But all share one fear, that his example will spread. Traoré is young. He rejects debt traps. He insists Africa must control its own resources. He speaks bluntly without polished diplomatic filters. And he has something rare, the love of his people. Global powers know they can bribe politicians. They can pressure elites. But they cannot easily buy millions of ordinary people united behind a cause. This is why Traore is dangerous, not because of his weapons but because of his ideas. This is no longer just about Burkina Faso. Across Mali, Niger, Guinea, and beyond, young Africans are echoing Traore's words. They are rejecting foreign domination. They are demanding sovereignty. The alliance of Sahel states has already been formed. A new bloc determined to resist outside control. What started as one man's rise is becoming a continental movement. So here we are, 30 attempts on his life, 30 failures, and still Ibrahim Traoré stands. Is he lucky, protected, destined? Or is this simply what happens when a leader stands with his people, and his people stand with him? The world is watching Burkina Faso, and the story of Ibrahim Traoré is far from over.
The month of October in Burkina Faso began like any other day. However, what transpired soon after turned the nation upside down. On October 2023, the charismatic leader of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traoré, narrowly escaped yet another assassination attempt, the 30th since he seized power in September of the previous year. This close call, as revealed by the country's government, was masterminded by foreign forces with the aim of destabilizing the nation. So who is plotting against Ibrahim Traoré and why? Let's find out in today's episode. Ibrahim Traoré, the revolutionary leader of Burkina Faso, has been a thorn in the side of France and its allies. His anti-colonial and anti-imperialist stances have put him in the crosshairs of Western powers who see him as a threat to their interests in the region. Despite these dangers, Traoré's resolve remains steadfast, committed to liberating his nation from neo-colonialism and championing the Pan-African cause. Traoré's rise to prominence began in the military, where he served as a captain. He quickly rose through the ranks due to his bravery and commitment to his country. However, it was his vocal opposition to France's growing influence in Mali that thrust him into the spotlight. As tensions escalated, France withdrew its support, inadvertently propelling Traoré and his allies to take over the government in a bloodless coup. Since assuming office, Traoré has taken significant steps to sever ties with France, including the expulsion of French nationals from key sectors and the nationalization of mines previously owned by foreign corporations. These actions have not only curtailed French influence, but also garnered widespread public support. Traoré's popularity among the masses is undeniable. His commitment to justice, transparency, and the well-being of his people has made him a beacon of hope for many Africans. Despite facing numerous assassination attempts, Traoré's unwavering determination and resilience have only strengthened his bond with the people. As the international community watches with bated breath, one question looms large. How far will Traoré go to liberate Burkina Faso from colonial shackles? Before delving into the intricate details of Traoré's narrow escape, let's take a moment to appreciate the man himself. Born on December 1983 in the small town of Kaya, Traoré's journey to prominence has been nothing short of remarkable. His story is a testament to the power of resilience, determination, and unwavering commitment to one's beliefs. Throughout his life, Traoré has demonstrated exceptional bravery and leadership skills. From his days as a military officer to his current role as president, he has consistently placed the interests of his nation and the well-being of his people at the forefront. Traoré's escape on October 2023 was nothing short of miraculous. According to reports, as his motorcade was traversing the streets of Ouagadougou, two explosive devices detonated, sending shockwaves throughout the city. However, despite the severity of the blasts, Traoré emerged unscathed, a testament to his remarkable resilience and perhaps a symbol of the protective aura that surrounds him. But the audacious attempt on his life raises a crucial question. Who orchestrated this attack and why? The finger of suspicion points towards external forces, individuals or groups with vested interests in destabilizing Burkina Faso and undermining Traoré's leadership. Perhaps they view Traoré's anti-colonial and anti-imperialist stance as a threat, jeopardizing their own agendas and interests in the region. Or maybe they perceive Traoré's growing influence and popularity as a challenge, fearing it may inspire similar movements across Africa. Whatever the motivation, This assassination attempt serves as a stark reminder of the perilous path Traore has chosen. It underscores the lengths to which those opposed to his leadership are willing to go to silence him. As investigations into the attack continue, the international community remains on edge. Will this incident serve as a catalyst for further unrest and instability in the region? Or will Traure's leadership prove unshakable, emerging stronger from this and future challenges? Only time will tell. France, the former colonial power of Burkina Faso, finds itself in a precarious position. Its historical ties to the region and its continued military presence in Mali have made it a target of anti-colonial sentiment. Traure's rise to power and subsequent actions have dealt a significant blow to France's influence in the region, shaking the foundations of its post-colonial dominance. France's grip on Africa is waning. Countries across the continent are re-evaluating their relationship with France and charting their own paths to independence and self-sufficiency. Traure's leadership embodies this shift, serving as an inspiration for other African nations to break free from the shackles of neocolonialism. France's decline in Africa is multifaceted. Economic disparities, political interference, and the growing demand for self-determination have all contributed to this unraveling. Traure's expulsion of French nationals from strategic sectors such as mining and his efforts to nationalize key industries signify a decisive break from the past and a clear message to France and its allies. France's dwindling influence extends beyond economic and political spheres. Its cultural impact, once pervasive, is now being challenged as African youth embrace their cultural heritage and reject the imposition of French language and traditions. This cultural shift reflects a broader Pan-African awakening, a renewed sense of pride and identity that resonates across the continent. France's position as a global power is increasingly precarious. Its colonial past and its entanglement in conflicts in countries like Mali and the Central African Republic have strained its reputation and credibility on the world stage. Traure's defiance of France adds to this complex web of challenges, exposing the fragility of France's post-colonial legacy. As France navigates these turbulent waters, it faces a crucial choice. Will it cling to the remnants of its colonial past, or will it adapt to the evolving dynamics of the 21st century, embracing a more collaborative and respectful approach to its former colonies? The involvement of foreign powers in the recent assassination attempt on Traore is a disturbing revelation. It exposes a sinister undercurrent of neo-colonial control and manipulation that continues to plague African nations. These external forces, driven by their own strategic and economic interests, seek to maintain their dominance in Burkina Faso. By targeting Traore, they aim to install a puppet regime that will safeguard their vested interests and perpetuate their exploitative practices. The attempted elimination of Traore highlights the desperation of these foreign powers. Faced with Traure's resolute leadership and the growing sentiment for independence and self-determination, they resort to underhanded tactics to retain their grip on the country's resources and influence. It is a disturbing reminder of the legacy of colonialism and the lengths to which some nations will go to preserve their dominance. The recent assassination attempt on Traore is part of a larger pattern of destabilization attempts aimed at curtailing his leadership and undermining Burkina Faso's sovereignty. Since his rise to power, Traore has faced numerous attempts on his life, each more audacious than the last. These attempts, often linked to external forces, underscore the level of threat Traore poses to established power structures and the lengths to which his adversaries will go to silence him. The audacity of these attacks highlights the precarious nature of Traure's position and the urgency for Burkina Faso to strengthen its security measures and international alliances to protect its president and safeguard its hard-won independence. It is a stark reminder of the challenges that lie ahead and the unwavering commitment required to secure the nation's future. As Burkina Faso navigates these turbulent times, it is essential to recognize the invaluable contributions of its citizens, civil society organizations, and regional partners who stand united in their support for Traore and their shared vision for a free and prosperous Burkina Faso. In the face of adversity, their solidarity and resilience serve as a beacon of hope, reminding us that unity and determination can overcome even the most daunting challenges. Burkina Faso stands at a pivotal moment in its history. The recent assassination attempt on Traore has not only threatened its stability, but also exposed the deep-rooted challenges that continue to plague the nation. Overcoming these obstacles requires a united front, a collective resolve by the people, government, and civil society to confront the forces that seek to undermine Burkina Faso's sovereignty and progress. Addressing issues like poverty, inequality, and corruption is crucial to winning the hearts and minds of the people and fostering genuine reconciliation and stability. Furthermore, strengthening democratic institutions, promoting human rights, and ensuring the rule of law are vital to creating a just and equitable society that values the aspirations and dignity of all citizens. By working together, Burkina Faso can emerge stronger, more resilient, and truly independent. The attempted assassination of Traore serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and stability in a nation grappling with deep-rooted issues and external pressures. It underscores the urgent need for dialogue, compromise, and reconciliation to bridge divides and unite the country in pursuit of a common vision. As Burkina Faso navigates these turbulent waters, the international community must play a constructive role, encouraging peaceful resolutions, supporting initiatives that promote stability, and advocating for respect for human rights and the rule of law. In a world where conflicts and divisions seem to dominate the headlines, Traure's story offers a glimmer of hope. Despite the odds stacked against him, he remains steadfast in his commitment to justice and liberation. His journey serves as a beacon of inspiration for Africans and people of color worldwide who continue to grapple with the legacies of colonialism and imperialism. Traure's leadership embodies the spirit of Pan-Africanism, a philosophy that calls for the unity, solidarity, and liberation of all Africans regardless of national boundaries. He champions the cause of African self-determination, urging nations to sever ties with their colonial past and forge their own paths to independence and prosperity. Traure's vision extends beyond Burkina Faso's borders. He recognizes that true liberation can only be achieved through collective action and solidarity among African nations. He advocates for closer ties between African countries, promoting trade, investment, and cultural exchange as means to strengthen the continent as a whole. Moreover, Traure's commitment to social justice and equality knows no bounds. He stands up against all forms of oppression and exploitation, whether it be racial, economic, or political. He uses his platform to amplify the voices of the marginalized and to demand a better world where every individual is treated with dignity and respect. Traure's bravery in the face of adversity is truly awe-inspiring. Despite the numerous assassination attempts and threats to his life, he remains undeterred. He understands that the path to liberation is often fraught with danger, but he is willing to pay the price for the sake of his people and the future of Africa. Ibrahim Traoré's journey from military officer to revolutionary leader to president is a testament to his courage, resilience, and unwavering commitment to justice and liberation. Despite the immense challenges and threats he faces, Traoré stands tall as a beacon of hope for Burkina Faso and a symbol of the Pan-African struggle for freedom, equality, and self-determination. His story is a reminder that the fight for liberation is never easy, but the pursuit of justice and a better world for all Africans is a cause worth fighting for. What are your thoughts on today's episode? We would love to hear your opinions and insights. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to stay updated on our latest episodes. Thank you for watching and joining us on this educational journey.